moving on to 184 pounds.
The redshirt freshman Anders Thompson against Eddie Neitenbach, who is ranked 9th in the country with a 15-5 record. An opportunity once again for the Pokes to try and take advantage of what should be a favorable matchup for them on paper. So Thompson come out with Neitenbach, who will wrestle for the final time this regular season at home.
Yeah, Neitenbach again. He's been a solid competitor for the Cowboys all season long. Had a great performance at UNC, able to put up, what seemed like a lot of points in riding time, and just continuous action that we see out of him is going to be a lot for Thompson to deal with. Thompson, though, comes out and threatens Neitenbach with a shot attempt. Didn't get any points there for it, but certainly helps to set the tone in a match that looks like it's going to be a scrap.
Brian Soldano is the normal wrestler here at this weight class. Thompson replacing him in the lineup.
Oh, boy.
Great reversal there.
You caught all that. Neitenbach in on the shot. Thompson does a great job of putting him in danger. Neitenbach didn't panic and just continued to improve his position until Thompson kind of fell off of him. In a great scramble that yielded 3 points for the Cowboys.
There was a lot of action. It looked like Thompson had an opportunity to pin at 1 second there, and to your point, Neitenbach did not panic, and now he's on top with a 3-0 lead. Thompson did not compete on Friday. He made way for the number 10 Soldano to compete. On the flip side, Neitenbach did compete on Friday, as you mentioned, down in Northern Colorado. Got the major over Clay Rushton. Beat him 10-2.
Yeah, Neitenbach here setting up for a cradle. Thompson too strong for it right now. Neitenbach improves and tries to go for something else on top. Again, to your point of my point earlier of not panicking, such another great example of you're in a very dangerous position. You're on your back, and instead of just abandoning all hope and start to fight there and concede the takedown and some near fall points, Neitenbach does a great job of just continuing to wrestle, staying on the leg that he attacked and improving his position. It's, something that makes him a very formidable competitor. Are little examples of his mental state that was displayed after that scramble there.
Goes crossface now, looking for a tilt here, or a cradle. Trying to lock those arms. Thompson doing a good job of earning for his life here, as Neitenbach continues to accumulate some riding time as he dominates here this first period.
Yeah,
but only has 3 points to show for it.
He's got, only 3 points, right? That could be a good or bad thing on paper, or if you're just watching it. But winning scrambles is huge competitively, right? You feel like you maybe had him and then you didn't. It could drain your energy a little bit. He's got 3 points, 2 minutes and some change of riding time. Mentally, with momentum match, I would say Neitenbach has a little bit more than 3 points, but again, only 3 points right now, 4 if you include riding time. It doesn't take much to get back into the fight. Look to Thompson to try to make that happen here as Neitenbach comes back up to his feet.
Showing his strength as Thompson tries to return him a 4th time, and then eventually says, you know what, I'm just going to cut you loose, big dog.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's, credit to Neitenbach there, and a smart choice by Thompson. You risk giving up a stall call, which if you get in a tight match, affects the match. Neitenbach, great re-attack, head in the neck drag, counter, able to bind up Thompson's leg and come out with another takedown to improve his score and riding time, 7-0.
Score now starting to reflect how dominant Neitenbach has been here in this bout.
Yeah, absolutely. And something that we've seen Neitenbach do all season long is that he just continues to look to score no matter where he's at in the match. And that's something that Coach Mark Branch is wanting every single one of his guys to emulate. A lot of them do it, but Neitenbach, again, is, from my perspective, been one of the more consistent ones to implement that mindset.
Neitenbach cuts him loose, feeling like he can take him down at will here. With an 8-1 lead, really 9-1 with the riding time. And that riding time probably won't be touched at this point. So we're in major territory for Eddie Neitenbach for the second bout in a row.
Again, some decent hand fighting out of Thompson. Neitenbach, though, attacks too much for him, as he's able to secure another takedown and will likely want to stay on top to close out the remainder of the second period. Over 3 minutes of riding time and 11 points to show for the efforts of the Cowboy.
So Neitenbach will head to the third with a big lead. At least they can bonus points galore here in the middle of the lineup once again. So last
that shot attempt, gosh, good shot. Snap down off the defense, taking what your opponent gives you, taking the angle. Great example there of chain wrestling and committing to scoring more points. Again, the re-attack here from Neitenbach, finding success and looking for some more of it. 14-3. Neitenbach again attacks again. He's just pouring on pressure right now, Carlin.
And a takedown away from ending this bad boy. Thompson knows it.
Yeah, Thompson's got to be weary now of the attacks and re-attack ability out of Neitenbach. In a decent position here, Neitenbach definitely has advantage and able again to just continue to move and force his will upon his opponent to get the takedown. In on another shot again, and it's looking like he's able to finish out this match in a dominant fashion, putting on a clinic that teaches takedowns and pressure and attitude. Great job, Eddie Neitenbach.
Yeah, we wanted the ranked-on-ranked bout between Brian Salgado. That will have to wait as Eddie Neitenbach picks up his 60th win of the regular season.